Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel for war number 4 of Season 50. Today we have a matchup against N4D4. Haven't heard of these guys before. Finished Platinum 1, I think, last season, making moves into Tier 1 and Masters bracket. Good for them. Deathless King Groot returning to war today. Got a pair of fights with him, and then Iron Man and Void rounding out the team. Nice to see Void back on the team again, as usual. We're going to start off today on path number 3. We have a HULKBUSTER here on node 3 with spaced armor and electric defense. So we're going to take a similar approach here that we did with iDoom in the previous war. That is, we're going to use an advanced power boost here and just start off the fight with a special one. And unlike with the iDoom fight, this isn't going to turn off the armor ups for the rest of the fight, but it is going to enable us to immediately get our Scythe passive up in just that special attack. And from here, we can play much more loosely because between all of King Groot's buffs and the combo hits, we're going to be easily keeping multiple Scythe passives up. Other than that, the fight is very straightforward. I recall this HULKBUSTER being exceptionally stingy with the special attack, so I think I get impatient here early on and just go ahead, push him to the SP2. The special lock is pretty much on us for most of the fight here, so I'm going to have to kind of time my special 2 with the Fury Cycle and the special lock being down here. We take that special 2 on the block, no worries there. And at this point, we've built up to over 2 bars of power, waiting for the Furies to come back. There they are, waiting for the special lock to go away. He's got half his health remaining, and this special 2 absolutely melts his health bar, and we finish with a yellow bar. Nice fight there by the King. Alright, moving on, we have a Weapon X here on node 12, unascended Weapon X, haven't seen one of those in a minute. Our advanced power boost is still running, so we're going to combo right into a special 1, and these armor breaks for Deathless King Groot, remember, are going to reduce the energy resistance of the opponent, and that's going to end up making our special 2 hit a lot harder. So Weapon X is going to be able to regen the hit damage, but he will not be able to regen the burst damage from our special 2, nor the incinerate damage that we will be applying from that special 2. So just kind of he's letting us intercept him because he's very aggressive. Firing off this special 2, it does a nice chunk of damage, and you can see the regen like struggling to keep up with the incinerate that we have applied here. So I'm not going to just let his berserk phase fall off. I like to stay aggressive in Weapon X fights. I know at this point I'm going to out-damage him no matter what he tries to do. And I think even if this had been an Ascended Weapon X, this would have been a fine fight. So fire off another special 2, but he's already dead. And we have another yellow bar finish, another really nice fight for Deathless King Groot. Alright, moving up into Section 2, we have a CHAVEZ on 24. Nothing going on here with the nodes, so we brought in Void just to manage her power gain. Once we get the Petrifies up, any of the special ones that she throws with however many dimensions she has active is not going to give her an extra power gain. So I think I do get a bit unlucky in this fight, however, and we end up getting the Petrifies up last. So I do have to kind of be a little extra careful with how much power I'm giving her. You can see I'm not really pushing her too far above 1 bar of power. Chavez's AI, she is prone to just doing random heavies out of thin air, much like Mysterio does, and I really don't want her to trigger additional dimensions until I have a way to control her power gain. So she has been very cooperative with the special attacks, which is nice. We have 4 of our 6 debuffs up here. And finally, we have 1 Petrify up, so we have half of the power gain under control. She still hasn't thrown a heavy yet, which is very, very surprising. I remember specifically thinking to myself, at what point in this fight is she going to throw in a heavy? And there she finally throws one. So she's got the negative zone up, so we obviously cannot push her to a special 2 at this point. And then you can see we have a tight lid on her power gain from the special ones, and she basically can't do anything. As long as she is continuing to be cooperative with her special ones, she's going to go down real fast. We now have a 3rd Petrify up, technically. Doesn't matter. She's dead. And nice fight for Void. They're real clean. All right, last fight of the war for me. A bit of a short war for me this week. We have a Bishop here on 33. I've taken this fight a few times before. Iron Man, maybe the best counter to Bishop on just about any node. I think he's better than iDoom these days. So we're just going to be pairing all the special attacks to get additional pauses on our armors. Going to the special 2 first, which is going to invalidate his prowess and trigger our arc reactor. And then from here, our damage is going to climb nicely. We're going to move back up to the special 1, I think, here, which is going to apply the armor break. He's attempting to apply the incinerates to us, but we are immune. No worries there. fire off a special one. You can see some nice crits there, 20k crit on one of those hits, and we can just kind of rinse and repeat at this point here. So usually when I fight Bishop, I take at least like one combo to the face from like a missed parry on a basic attack. Didn't have that happen here, which I was nice, and this ended up being one of my cleanest overall wars that I can recall. So really, really happy with all of my fights today. We did end up taking the win. Shout out to N4D4, and good luck to them in Tier 1 in the Masters bracket. 4 kills for me, 0 deaths, and our record has improved to 4-0 to start the season. Some of you might know I am kind of like the unofficial record keeper / historian for SSX, and this is only the 3rd time in the data that I have that we have ever finished, or we have ever started a season rather, 4-0. So hopefully good things ahead. A lot of tough matchups coming later this season. I think a bunch of the top 10 is not available to us at the moment. So alliances like GT and LVT and Shadow Garden, and who's the other one? SGA, I think. We won't be facing them likely until like the last 4 wars. So this start of the season for us is really, really important. We went into this war ranked number 2 overall, and we were able to kind of keep a lock on that ranking for another couple days. So hopefully we can keep the ball rolling. Podium would be great. Not really thinking about that right now. Just want to go one war at a time and take it one win at a time. So folks, if you enjoyed this, let me know by hitting the like button. And as always, thank you very much for watching. See you again next time.